So hey guys, what's up? This is Ezekiel, and today we're going to be trying the game called Insaniquarium Deluxe. So this is a classic from Playfish. It was around back in like 2000 or something like that. That's probably not accurate, but I remember this game being super old. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have never seen this before. It's kind of like one of those clicker games, you know, back in the age before FPS and Minecraft were really a thing. Just a simpler time when you just needed a mouse and a really, you know, decent computer, nothing too crazy. If it could run like Minesweeper, then this game was like sort of next tier, sort of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to be playing a little bit about this game. It's really fun. It's super simple, but that's the beauty of it. It's like nothing too complicated. You just have to like grow fish, protect them, get eggs, and go to the next stage. Super simple. But that was always like the Playfish sort of style. They always like to keep simple games. But anyways, we're just going to jump right into it, start an adventure. Had to make a separate account because my first account's like boss as heck. And it's kind of boring to just go right when you have like all the things. So these are the instructions. It's very simple. Feed the fish, kill these things, get these eggs, go to the next level. Pretty simple. And every time you get the eggs, you unlock new pets that you can use to help your overall tank right here. So this is our tank right here. Pretty simple. Really nice music though. I mean, it's nothing like Undertale music by no means of the stretch, but at the time this was like super relaxing, just the sort of music that you'd want to hear if you just came back from like a hard day at school and your teachers were mean and all that stuff. So it's just like a really relaxing time. I remember playing this game like every single day back in elementary school, because I don't know, at the time I was going through like a lot of different moves, and it was kind of stressful because I never like got the chance to like make any like close friends because I was moving so much. And so you know, my family was like modest. We weren't like rich or poor or anything like that, but I wasn't like into the video game sort of spectrum because we didn't really have a lot of consoles at the time. So Insaniquarium Deluxe was like the one game that I really did have, and I just played like the heck out of it because it was like the only video game I had other than like my GameCube stuff. And so, you know, I spent a lot of time on this game, just like a lot of memories. And, you know, the graphics aren't as great as I remember, to be totally honest. I remember it being like a lot sharper. I don't know if it's because of like the aspect ratio or something. Because I know that with my current screen recorder, it kind of records it in a weird way. It's like I have to maximize the game to like sort of full screen, but then my screen recorder does this like weird setting, so it kind of like stretches it out a little bit. Hopefully it looks okay as the end product. I always try to edit it out as much as I can to make it look as great as possible, but you know, no guarantees. But anyways, yeah, I remember this game looking so good back in the day. Now that there's like 4K monitors and even 16K and 8K and whatnot, you know, the graphics were like, they're okay. But it's not really about the graphics, just like the simplicity, the gameplay of it, just, you know, well, I say it's simple, but if you've played this game before, you know that it can get really complicated and difficult really quickly. So maybe simple is not the best word. I would just say it's a very, it's a laid-back game that requires a little bit of focus and, you know, just attentiveness here and there. But anyways, we already beat the first level right here. We have our first pet, Stinky the snail. Collects coins that falls on the ground. If you don't actually feed him with coins, he turns red, and then he goes like super fast. Just a fun little secret for you right there. But we're going to be fighting the first alien right here. So shouldn't be too scary just to kill the alien. It's just you left click it right here. Again, the controls are extremely simple. It's not like you have to, you know, do any crazy flips or build things like in Fortnite. For some reason I keep referencing Fortnite a lot in these videos, only because I appreciate the game so much. It's like difficult to get into though, but I like it though. But anyways, this isn't a Fortnite video. This is an Insaniquarium Deluxe video. Anyways, I guess we're gonna fight the first alien here. I was gonna talk about something, but I guess we don't really have to, so let's just murder this alien right here. So there are a couple of, I guess, tricks you can do. Hit him on the head, he'll go down. Hit him on the tail or the bottom, he'll go up. So you just want to like be conscious of where you're hitting the aliens if you're trying to like push them away from your fish. If they touch your fish, they eat them and you die. Well, you don't die, you just lose the level if all your fish die. The special fish, like the snail in this case, don't count. So like they're never gonna die. They're kind of just there indefinitely. You don't have to feed them or anything, so it's pretty good just to have them as like supports. But yeah, the gameplay pretty simple. So obviously it gets repetitive at a certain point, like, you know, you're just feeding fish and stuff. So to compensate, you can get different types of fish later on, not like these ones right here from the egg pieces, like other fish that can do different things and give off different amounts of money. You noticed that these fish dropped the golden coins right here, and the coins actually changed when they grew, so it's like silver, bronze, and then gold. It's all based on the size, and different fish that you'll get later on the game. Again, not these ones. I'm going to keep saying that because like I don't want to confuse anyone, but different fish that you'll get later on the game will give you like different amount of treasures, like diamonds and stuff, which is pretty neat, just because things get more expensive as the game goes along. Up here, I don't think I mentioned it, just have a bunch of simple upgrades. You can upgrade the food quality. Better food quality means you gotta feed the fish less than the actual quantity of the fish food. So how many times you can send out food. At the moment I can only send out one, but that's fine. But yeah, just like really standard stuff right here. So anyways, what I was going to talk about, the way I got this game though, it's like I was at a friend's house, and this was at like a Christmas party, and you know, back in the day, I wasn't like the most social kind of kid. I kind of just wanted to play video games, kind of hide in the room or something. Well, maybe not hide in the room, that's kind of stretching it out right there, but I didn't really like to be social around people, because I kind of had difficulty socializing people at the time, for various reasons. But my cousin had a computer at the time, and she had this game right here, Insaniquarium Deluxe. And when I saw it for the first time, I was like so intrigued because like I hadn't seen anything like this before. The only other PC games I've really seen were like it's like these weird bowling games that were like it was like the polar bear stuff. I'm sure someone knows what I'm talking about. It's like you know, knocking down pins and stuff. But other than that kind of stuff, I hadn't seen any other like real game. I say real game as if I'm talking about like an FPS shooter or something. And even that of itself, people can debate like what a real game signifies. But I don't know, I just like fell in love with this game. I was just like, oh my god, I need to like get this game for myself. And so later on, I convinced my parents to like get a computer. Well, I don't think I convinced them. I'm not sure what the thing was. It's either that I convinced them to get a new computer, or that we needed a new computer because my mom was working at home at the time. And so we got the computer, and then I was like always constantly asking to get this game because it wasn't for free. And you know, there wasn't stuff like Steam or anything like that back in the day, so I keep saying back in the day as if it's a totally different thing. But there's no like general platform that you could just get this game on, as far as I can remember. So you had to like get an actual key, and then go to the website, input the key, and then you could download the game from there. I had to wait like several months to get the game for myself. It was up until Christmas when I finally got it, because I guess, you know, Santa, or aka parents, got it for me. And I was just like, yes, got the game. And then I just like kept playing it every single day. Even after I beat the game and like I pretty much got everything done, you know, occasionally I come back to the game, just enjoy it for what it was. You could even have it as a screensaver, which is amazing, you know. And I love fish so much too, so, you know, there's that. But I completely forgot that we got the shell guy right here. He just produces pearls every now and again. Excuse me. So it helps speed up the money process here. But yeah, I don't know, just like it's a very nostalgic game for me right here. Again, you can have your opinions, you know, you could be like, yo, this game's like, graphics are so shitty compared to like literally any other game, but I like them. It's nice. It's very nice. That's the best answer I can give right here. But anyways, yeah, let's just focus a little bit more on the game right here. I think the enemies, yeah, I don't think the enemies get any harder at this point in time. What, you stay in your shell? Pfft. Yeah, sometimes, not sometimes, every time an alien comes down, depending on the type of pet you have, You know, in this case, the snail dude just like cowers in fear in his shell, so he's not gonna pick up coins, which is not good. I need you to be working like every time, full time, no naps for you because, you know, you're a snail. That sounds really bad. If you've seen like Finding Nemo or any other like fish show, I'm sure the snail has feelings. So, and I like snails too. With my own personal fish tank, well, it's not really my personal fish tank anymore. Oh, actually, I could talk about this too. Wow, there's so many things going on. It's like hard to keep up. But we have the carnivore right here. You can get the carnivore, helps with diamonds. The only thing though is that you need like a little tiny fish to maintain it because he needs to eat. He can't eat these bigger fish right here, so it does take a little bit of money. You can see that drops a dime, which is worth like 200, which is great. You just have to be mindful to keep feeding him so that he doesn't die. So this is where it could get complicated if, you know, you're not paying attention. So you just have to remember to feed the fish, and then the carnivores, and then, you know, etc., however it goes. Just pretty much the name of the game. Just feed the fish and get the money, and you win. But yeah, talking about my own personal fish tanks, I've had a couple in the past. I had a beta fish way back in the day, and then I had a fish tank at my parents' house, which had like an assortment of different kinds of fish. And then the most recent one I've had was one that I had in my old apartment. I was raising like a bunch of random fish. Most of them died from like some unknown disease or something, so that was upsetting. But I had like this one guppy that was pregnant, I guess, because one day I looked at the tank and I just saw like a bunch of baby fish, and I was like, holy, there's like 20 little like midget white things like, you know, just swimming across, and I was just like, dang. And I heard things that, you know, they could die really easily. You know, it's always difficult to raise baby fish apparently, but after I, you know, fed them for months and months and months, they actually all survived. And I wasn't able to keep the fish though, because I had to move a different apartment. Like, I was living on my own, and I was ready to move in with my girlfriend, so, but she already had cats, so I couldn't have the fish at the same time. I didn't want the cats to eat the fish, or like something to happen to the fish tank, and the apartment was not as big anyways to like, to house like that many animals, I guess. I'm talking about like the fish tank, the cats and all that, aside of the furniture and whatnot. So I had to give it to my friend, and she's been taking care of them since. It's probably been like, I don't know, well over 3-4 months since I've given them to her. And actually, no, not even. No, I think it's been way longer than that. It's definitely been like, dang, I want to say like 5 months, something like that, like half a year. Since she's been caring for them. I don't really ask her about updates per se. I just kind of assume that the fish are fine because I gave her like every single thing that she could possibly need. I gave her extra food. I gave her all these like tips for like how to take care of them and stuff. I even did like an aquaponics thing where it's basically like you put plants in the filter, and the fish produce like nitrites, which then the bacteria in the tank turns into nitrates. And then the plants are able to remove the nitrates out of the water. So it's just like this whole, it's like a self-cleaning thing, basically. I just gave her all these tips to make it a little bit easier, so it wasn't so difficult for her to like, you know, raise them. I can actually just beat this over right here. I actually didn't even realize. But just make it a little bit easier for her to raise them. Because I was like, I became more technical about taking care of fish. I became more adept in how you could like make the water clearer, more healthier, all that fun stuff. Anyways, enough fish talk though. We got another fish here, Itchy the Swordsfish. This guy will help you fight alien fish, which is really nice. I mean, he's like, it's not necessary, but sometimes enemies can be super strong and like difficult, and you know, extra help is always great. But something to bring up too, I guess, is that you can only have 3 special pets at a time. There is a way to get 4 later on. But in this, like, you know, early mode and stuff, you can only have 3 at a time. There's also a lot of different types of pets you can unlock, so you could do a lot of different, like, trio sets, if you will. Different combinations if you're looking for something particular for a level. Really, in this game, it's like, there's no, like, winning strategy for pets, per se. You can literally use, like, the first 3 pets right here to end game and still win just fine. It's just that other pets are considered better because they speed up the process of getting the money, because it gets really, like, it takes more time to get more money later in the game, so that's why other fish are, you know, better. But I'm just saying, like, you could technically beat the game with, like, the first 3 fish. You don't even need to use any fish, even. They're just kind of there to help you. If you want to be, like, a pro like that, you can just go with the first 2 guppies and see if you can survive. Not recommended, because then the gameplay goes extremely slow, and you're going to have a bad time. But I'm just saying you could definitely do that if you want. Saying this as if you guys are going to definitely play this game. I don't make these videos assuming that you're going to get the game and play it. I just make the videos because, you know, I enjoy the game. And then I feel like, you know, I should share with you guys just because it's cool. Like, I'm never ever going to make a video where I don't like the game. Because, like, then it just kind of seems weird because I'm just, like, I'm trying to enjoy the game, but I know that I'm not really enjoying it because, you know, I just haven't played before or something. So, you know, just things to consider. Anyways, back to the game right here. Hopefully no one's getting, like, annoyed that I'm talking about life stuff right here. I just think it's kind of neat to just, you know, talk about life at the same time as this. Oh, hold down for auto feed. Right. Some fun tricks that the game can tell you. You know, you can just hold down if you have a lot of these, but I don't really think it's necessary because it does cost money to drop the food. Which is not a big deal later on, but right now it kind of is because, you know, we're poor as heck. So every little bit counts. Just feed the carnivore, don't forget that. But yeah, of course, if you know, obviously if you like what you see, like the way I present games and stuff, you know, it's either like the commentary or like the game itself. Obviously you can get the game, not saying you don't have to get the game, not saying anything like that at all. I'm just trying to make points here. I don't really know why I feel the need to, like, defend myself. I don't know. I just make videos because they're cool. They're fun. Aside from that, I think this is the new enemy right here. I don't know if we were fighting him last time. I didn't really notice. You know, it's kind of weird. It's like this game is so relaxing. It's like so many things can happen, and it's really hard to notice when they occur, especially when you're recording things on YouTube because you're commentating on top of all that. Can you imagine? It's like people always say making YouTube videos is like the easiest thing, but it's not really the easiest thing because you're playing the game, which requires some mental capacity right there, and then you're commentating, which also requires mental capacity because you're thinking what to say and you're trying to think it in relation to what the game's doing. So it's like all these like little things, which is why you know, it's not surprising when you find certain videos from, you know, new-time YouTubers that, like, don't really know how to commentate or they don't really know what to say. There's no right or wrong thing to say. You just gotta say something. That's all that really matters. Provided that, you know, doesn't offend anyone or causes harm, then you could say whatever you want to say. Anyways, feed that carnivore so he doesn't die. Things are getting a little bit more expensive here. I might get a second carnivore. It's a little bit risky because, you know, the more carnivores you have, the more guppies you gotta buy, but you do get a lot more gems, so just something to consider. We already have back to 5,000 that we just spent anyway, so it actually did kind of pay off in the end right here. You just gotta be really mindful. Make sure you feed him, though. I want you to be nice and fed. You're gonna eat him because you're hungry. And get a gem. Okay. Let's see. There's another lion dude right here. Just gonna murder him. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the that fish is definitely helping. So, you know, kudos to the itchy swords fish for helping out a lot. If I want to get technical though, just randomly, swordsfish are technically not that small. They're actually a lot bigger in real life. But then again, you know, this is like a playfish game. You know, it's very like kid-like, I suppose. Which I don't like to say that because, you know, I'm 19 years old and I like this game. So it's like a very adult-like, I guess. But, you know, in accuracy, the swordsfish is not that tiny. Like, honestly, when I played this game for the first time, it did give me a lot of, like, misconceptions about fish. Because, like, I assumed that the size of the fishes were, like, you know, accurate to real life. It was only after I watched, like, documentaries, went to, like, fish stores and stuff like that when I realized that, you know, the fish aren't exactly the same size. Which seems dumb, I know. Like, obviously, you know, if you think of a snail or you've seen a snail before, it's like, obviously it's not going to be as big as a fish. But I don't know, I was a kid back then. It's like, it's difficult to know what's true, what's not true. And that's still the case here, too. Even in, like, you know, as a university student, there's a lot of plagiarism going on. There's a lot of, like, invalid sources and all this, like, bullshittery. Oh, I actually have a lot more money than I needed right here. Always a flaw right here. You always have too much money and not enough well spent. But we got the next fish right here, PREGO. She produces fish. So here's what I'm talking about. You can only choose three pets per stage. And there's 4 main worlds in total, hence the columns. The 4 here are for something different. I don't want to spoil what it is, so I'll just leave it as a mystery. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping all of a sudden. Guess I'm just like nervous or something because I'm so excited. But the 3 fish that we're gonna stick with are PREGO, because she's gonna produce new guppies at a slow rate. We'll keep the snail, and we'll also keep Nico. I don't really need Itchy because you know, I can pretty much handle the fights by myself. I'll just get her because like she'll produce more fish. There is a good side and a bad side. If the game goes on for a while, or the level I should say, there is the possibility of like overpopulation, and it becomes really hard to like feed all the fish because there's so many. But on the upside, with more fish means it's, you know, it's like more lives, more money to be dropped. For like carnivores, you have like a self-feeding carnivore thing. It sounds really dark when I put it like that way, because like if you think about it, it's her babies going out into the tank, and then they just like die immediately from the carnivore. You know, it's sad, but like, you know, it's for the better of the rest of the population of the, I guess, fish community right here. But yeah, anyways, what was I talking about before? Yeah, fish size. So I don't know, like I looked up to this game a lot because I loved it so much, and it was like, it wasn't because it was so fun and good. It was just like, it was there during like some darker moments in my life. You know, again, like the whole transferring school so many times, not really having like close friends. It's like, I don't know, it's maybe not a lot of people relate to it, but like you kind of have that one video game, if you're a gamer, nerdy person sort of thing. There's like the one video game that you sort of fall back to, that's sort of like your saving grace. You can feel comfortable and all that jazz. That's basically what this game was for me. Anyways, let's focus here. Kill this dude. Make sure our fish don't get too close. I'm also getting some text here from my girlfriend and other sources right here. So let me just take a quick pause right here. Just to inform them that I am recording a video. It's always kind of awkward too. Sometimes, like, even when I'm about to start recording a video, someone starts texting me, and I'm just like, oh, gotta do this. So let's see. Oh, Shane Dawson has a new video. That's cool. Let's see, recording a video right now. Cool. Shane Dawson's a cool dude. He's like, he did a lot of food videos back in the day. Now he does more like, you know, vlog sort of style stuff. I definitely recommend checking him out. You know, if you need someone interesting to watch. But anyways, yeah, like, you know, just, I don't know, this game was like just there for me, available, brought some like goodness to an otherwise like dark, outlook on life sort of thing. Don't mean to sound poetic, but that's just kind of how it is. Now it's a lot better, obviously. It's like I'm not like in things. Girlfriend's still texting me. That's fine though. I'll just reply to that when I can. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I don't tend to make too many edits on these videos. Why? I don't know. I like to keep things kind of real. Of course, there are some times when like edits are necessary, like if something goes wrong in the game, I have to like close it and like restart or something. But I like to try to not do too many edits. It just kind of keeps things more organic, I suppose. Man, that sounds like something a vegetarian would say or something. Jeez. I don't know. It's just like, you know, it might seem like I'm lazy that way because I don't really edit videos, but no, I definitely edit videos. Like, you know, there's always like upscaling the videos, increasing, changing the contrast of like lighting and stuff, coloration correction, all these like really complicated things. So, you know, that fish has got to die though. I wasn't able to like save them anyway. She was kind of in a bad spot, and I like typically try to keep them in like areas, or try to corner off aliens, because that's like the best spot. Otherwise they're gonna like just go flailing everywhere, and like that's like, you know, not ideal. Anyways though, collect all these things. I think I might need a second carnivore though. We're not making that much money, so I'm gonna take a risk here. Increase this as well. Let's see. Okay, I think we should be okay. Just gotta like really make sure here though. I don't want to increase the food too much though. Yes, it does sustain them longer, but it also makes them grow a lot faster. And I don't want to like overfeed them, like oversize them, so that the carnivores can't eat them because they can only eat the tiny fish. So we're just gonna keep it like that. Of course, later in the game, if like, you know, it's good to upgrade it higher, but for now, this is perfectly fine. So We're just barely getting the 5,000 here. I might need a couple more carnivores. I might get one more, just because I think that should be fine. Need to start buying a couple more guppies, though, because, like, now our Prego's, like... Because we have so many carnivores now, it's kind of hard for our Prego to, like, sustain a lot of babies. But, you know, she's still there, so she can definitely help out. So we got our first 5,000 here now. We're going to just drop, like, extra food here. There's a particular pet later in the game that's, like, super helpful for, like, protecting your fish. It's like, I don't remember the name for it. It's like the fish with, like, a light on its head. Its light, like, attracts the fish away to, like, certain directions, like, away from the enemies, which is really nice. But we don't have that fish, unfortunately. It's, like, way later in the game, too. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. Well, no, I think we're pretty much done there. Like, you know, you get the point. Like, this game was just, like, there. It was a good childhood game. Nothing more than that. Of course, as time passed on, like, better games came out, and I got more into, like, other things like Minecraft, you know, the whole Nintendo scheme of things and whatnot. So, you know, things changed. But this game will always have a special place in my heart. Regardless, though, lots of fish here, getting a little bit harder to maintain. I always hate, too, when, like, extra food comes down and no one eats it. It's like, food to be wasted. I think I'll get, like, 2 more of these guppies, though. Get another one of these. This level should be done very soon. Just need to, like, stay focused, though. So we'll keep it here, here. Okay, get, like, 2 more of these guys. Grab all these things. We're now halfway to getting the next egg piece right here. So I think we should just focus on, like, feeding the dudes. Hopefully we don't have to find another alien, though. Darn, and Reddit says that we gotta find another alien. Can we get it fast enough here, actually? Let's see. God. Okay. If I literally had, like, 1 more diamond, I probably could have, like, beaten the level. Oh, no, fish, don't get any closer. If you do, you're gonna die. Ah, you died. Wow. When there's clearly an alien right there, and you still go straight for the thing anyways. Well, it's alright, though, because we got the final pet here, which is ZORF, the seahorse. Really helpful. He spits out extra food, which is nice, so I don't have to waste money or anything like that. I love this, though. You can get extra shells this way. Pro tip, get the same shell and it doubles, or it increases every time. So, let's see. If I just focus on those, though, you can get a lot, but it's not ideal because it doesn't seem to, like, be consistent, though. So, just gonna try to focus here. There we go. 831, yeah, that's pretty good. The standard's like 1,000 or something like that. But, you know, something to keep in mind. Anyways, the bonus pets here, you can get some for extra shells if you wish. And that's what these 4 are supposed to be. You can buy them for shells. So if you're wondering why you need to get shells like I just did, that's why. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be it. I'm actually going to stop it here because the next level... Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just double check here. I don't want to, like, make an assumption here. Oh, snap. Think we'll do it this way. Yeah, okay. So that's like the next stage, but I don't want to go that far into the game. I just wanted to show off, like, just the start of the game, just to, you know, give you guys an idea. I don't want to play too long either, because it's like, because I could easily play this, like, for 7 hours straight, but I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, then hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more, you know, casual gameplays like this in the future. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo!